There is certainly a need for social investments. There's a need for more affordable housing, healthcare, training, but there's also a need to finance respect for human rights and workers' rights, consumers and communities. The transition to an environmentally friendly economy has social impacts. A lot of people are in danger to lose their jobs because of this transition. So what we need is a just transition, not just a green transition, but a just green transition. And during the last year or even decades, we have seen that there are social risks for investors. And if they do not consider social issues like human rights abuses, workers' rights abuses, they actually face serious investment risks. If you look at ESG ratings presently, the differences in the ratings on social topics are even greater than they are already on green topics. So you can have a company which is considered social by one ESG rating agency and not at all social by another one. So what could be the basis for a social taxonomy? Science might help to a certain degree, but it will be difficult to actually base it solely only on scientific evidence. However, we also realize that these are quite broad. Decent work is broad, living standard is broad, and sustainable communities actually includes a lot of subtopics. That's why we worked out sub-objectives here. The first would be avoiding and addressing negative impact. Here we would think that an activity or certain activities would have a negative impact on people, might have a socially negative impact on people, and the substantial contribution would be to avoid this negative impact and to address this negative impact. We have high-risk sectors where jobs might be shed, for example, because of the green transition, but also because of digitalization. And a substantial contribution in these sectors would be to actually train workers and certain groups of employees so that they do not lose their jobs. We couldn't say that any kind of hospital, for example, or any kind of residential building would be a substantial contribution. You would actually explain and work out how this activity would meet the needs of people in need.